let's say back in Mexico City, big fight, co-main event against a former champion. I mean, I got to think this feels big. What's the emotion like for you?
Well, I'm super excited and I'm thankful with the UFC because this is the fourth time I'm in the co-main event and also in my country. This is super important for me because of the altitude. It requires a lot of effort of each fighter and also for me, for my team. So I'm super glad to be here.
You've had success here in Mexico City, to say the least. I wonder, I mean, is there something special about fighting here? Maybe the atmosphere or the city? I mean, is there something special about it?
Yes, because this is the city that saw my first important fight when I won a Grand Prix. So the most important fights I ever had has been here.
No question about it. You fought just 3 months ago, so you're back quickly. I wondered if that was about fighting here in Mexico or if it's kind of, to make up for lost time for some of the fights that you lost.
Yeah, of course I want to pay, the time I was out because of the injuries. It was a hard year for me, so now that I'm healthy, I'm being more careful about my training, my health and everything. So each fight I want to be clean and good so I can fight more times in the year.
Yeah. You get a name like Carlos Esparza, a former champion. I mean, I know you've been making your way up the ranks, but is it special? Does it add something to it when you know this is somebody that used to be a UFC champion?
Yeah, of course. When my coach told me about the fight, it was like, oh my God. Like, wow, yeah, it's a great challenge because she's a great wrestler. She was Invicta champion. I saw her when I started my career. She was the first UFC champion. So it's a big challenge. I like that and I admire her so much. So I think I deserve this fight because we both are good athletes. We are both talented and I'm glad to be here.
I wonder about the stylistic matchup. I mean, I know that, everybody's well-rounded these days, but we think of you as a striker and we think of her for her great grappling. I mean, are you excited about the matchup itself, or do you feel like, it's going to be a lot of defensive wrestling and trying to create space and maybe not as exciting?
Of course, it's a matchup because it's good because, like you said, it's different styles, wrestling against a striker. But I feel good, I've been working so hard. You have no idea how I've been working my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu, so the fight can go everywhere. I know that she's working her hands too. In her last fights, she has good hands, so I know that she's gonna try to use her hands too, and I'm gonna use my wrestling, so it's gonna be a perfect matchup.
You mentioned the altitude, how that's an issue here. She went to Big Bear and she did some weeks there, but do you feel like these athletes that aren't from here, they can adjust that quickly, or do you feel like they never can totally know what it's like to be here?
Well, I think that she did a great job going there because the altitude is no joke, it's hard to be here. You can feel the lungs, you can feel the pressure on your head. So I think she did a great job and I did my great job too. I came early here, so I'm ready. Altitude is no joke, so it's good to be prepared.
We've watched you grow kind of right in front of us. You're still very young, but it does feel like you're evolving and kind of making it to that next level. So I wonder, when you look at this fight, does this feel like a real moment to announce yourself as a real contender in this division, not just a prospect, not just somebody to keep an eye on?
Yeah, of course, I'm working super hard to be able to going up in the rankings. So yes, I'm super excited to be here and to put my name and always growing, always being better. I'm competing against athletes that has a lot more experience than me, so I'm proud of my job. So like I told you, I'm working super hard every day.
Do you feel like it's time for you to face the very top of the division?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What did you think about Zhang Weili and her championship-winning performance? It seems like she's more of a striker by nature, and that might be a kind of fight that you like. So I wonder, when you watched her win, what did you think about her?
When I saw the fight, I was like, wow, she won super fast. And Jessica's a great athlete too. Everybody in the division, I think, it's like worried about her hands. And well, both are great. I'm happy that we have a new champion. Like the belt is running from everywhere, so it's good.
Carla, she has some Mexican heritage as well, but I gotta think the crowd is gonna be mostly for you. So is there a certain level of responsibility almost? Like when you go in there, I don't wanna say pressure, but like when you go in there fighting in Mexico City Do you want to do something special for this crowd?
No, everybody, when I fight here in Mexico, everyone is super nice to me. I like to walk in there and watch the people I know because they saw my evolution, you know, since I started. Everyone here knows me since I was, you know, like a child in this sport. So I feel glad to be here. I'm happy that everybody can watch me fight again.
When do you think you'll fight for a title?
I don't know, but if the opportunity is tomorrow and after the fight or I will take the opportunity. You know, I think I will be ready and I will be training to be a great challenge for a title shot.
Well, this will be a big step facing a former champion. So I wonder, I mean, when you think about this fight on Saturday night, how does this go? Is this going to be some kind of back and forth battle, or do you go in and get something done quickly and spectacularly? How does this fight go?
I don't know, because the fight can go everywhere. When you think about the fight, you think about finish the first, second, third round. Like, I don't know, everything can happen. I just wanna let it flow, you know, enjoy the fight, enjoy each round like I did in my last fight. What I did was perfect, you know. I enjoyed every single second of that fight. So I think that's the key for this fight.